Hello humans, Minsky here. The human female plays a powerful role in the spreading of human ideas. They use around 20,000 words a day, compared to the males who use a measly 7,000 words a day. Whilst many females believe this is evidence of their superior intelligence, and many males believe less is more, both sexes are wrong. The truth is that this is a popular myth, and the actual difference is negligible. Females exert their influence over the spreading of ideas in another way. It is through the roles and positions they occupy in the marketing world. To celebrate this, I am conducting a series of interviews with female influencers and marketers during Women's Month. For many brands, millennials represent a key segment to their market. To get a deeper understanding of the millennial mindset, I turned to this woman.
Hi, I'm Vumi Msweli. I am a career coach and I'm a TEDx speaker of the TEDx talk, Help, I Hate My Job. And my role, in essence, is to really help facilitate people going from where they are in their careers to where they want to be. I'm the CEO of Hesed Consulting, and we are a coaching firm that is in Nigeria, Rwanda, Botswana, as well as South Africa.
How has COVID changed millennials?
What COVID has done is really put a spotlight on how we actually engage in the world by removing our ability to interact with each other, really putting pressure on our finances, on our health, and where we thought we would be. So you must remember, coming from a millennial mindset, it's very much focused on that achieving, on that really getting social validation, engaging with other people. All of a sudden that's taken away. So it's really forcing a lot of millennials to introspect. Who am I? Who am I without the job? Who am I without the likes? Who am I in the bigger sense of things? And has what I've been doing up until this far actually been making an impact? Have I actually created a life for myself that really influences other people?
How has COVID changed the millennial need for meaning?
A lot of millennials who are driven by the cause, the purpose of organizations and the work that I do and its impact are now asking themselves, what does that actually mean? Because there's a vast sense of meaninglessness that's actually surrounding right now, where I could have been a senior executive doing amazing work, and all of a sudden the work I used to do is now redundant, or the world doesn't need it much. It's not really an essential service. So that meaning of life and the impact of what it is that we contribute has been brought to the forefront. So what you're going to see, a trend that we're expecting, is a massive shift in the work that millennials are actually pursuing. So over and above the social impact of it, it's the meaning for others, as well as the meaning for self, that we're going to see a large shift as people start to come out of COVID.
How are millennials feeling about work, entrepreneurship, and the future?
I think, like a lot of people, very uncertain. So with the amount of, so we've seen it even in the South African context, we've seen just in the first quarter, unemployment rates rise up to about 30.1%. That's over 250,000 people that have not joined the unemployment queue. So that's the first challenge we've got, is how we view work is going to fundamentally change. Of course, the trend of the gig economy is going to continue, but over and above that, the side hustle and the drive to entrepreneurship should actually increase at a more rapid pace. So what in the work environment, what we're seeing is what we've been anticipating to be happening in the next 5 to 10 years with more 4IR, more gig economy expansion, is actually been accelerated. So that's where I'm seeing a lot of millennials start to go into the gig economy, driving the side hustle, driving the force behind entrepreneurship, because the normal corporate environment just won't have the capability to absorb all these unemployed youths.
This presents an interesting challenge for millennials. To think like an entrepreneur and get a side hustle, but to do it in a way that has meaning and social impact. In part 2 of this interview, I explore what makes African female millennials different and how brands should be engaging with millennials at this time. Thanks for your attention as I learn to stop worrying and love the pandemic.